Right then, welcome back to the channel, and today we've got another cam video for you. So a few months back, if you haven't already watched that video, we had a transporter in. We weren't intentionally going to do a video on that, but I think we were doing another video in the workshop at the time, and all I could hear was this woodpecker sound in the background, tapping away. And I'll be honest, it was the worst sounding failed lifters / camshaft issue that I've ever heard. But we've got another one in now. So this is a Touareg, 2.5 litre. It's a manual, which is quite rare, to be fair. It's on some off-road tyres, big horns, I think. And being honest, these are pretty cheap now. So they are known for having some issues, the 2.5 litres, but it's issues that can be fixed. So like today, this one has got a camshaft problem, probably the camshaft's worn, the lifters will be worn. We'll get that apart and have a look to be sure. But these engines are actually quite reliable, and in a lot of the transporters, they're doing 200, 300, we've seen them for 500,000 miles. So yeah, they are quite reliable for what they are. And they're pretty easy to work on as well. This engine bay can fit a 3 litre V6 in it, and instead this has got an inline 5-cylinder 2.5, so everything is really accessible in this. So to be fair, if you're looking for a cheap off-roader, one of these early 2.5s might be a good shout. But let's start out, Ruben, let's hear it. So as you can tell, although it's a diesel and they are usually quite noisy, you can hear a very distinct tapping sound, popping sound, however you want to describe it. But we're going to fix that. So over here, Adam, all the components needed to do this job. So we've got the brand new camshaft, the blacktop INA lifters, glyco bearings, new seals, washers, gaskets for the tandem pump, all the new stretch bolts needed, and an oil and filter for good measure. So that's what it looks like new. Let's have a look at the one that's in there now. So we have got the rocker cover off, and straight away we can tell there's an issue with the camshaft. So you can see these lobes are supposed to be nice and pointy. I can remove this nice and carefully. So you can visually see that this lobe has rounded off. I mean, come on, let's compare it to a brand new one. So that is quite a big difference. Hoping you can see that on the video. If you can't, I've got some calipers here to measure. So very, very technical this. So 57.6, 61.6. So yeah, quite worn, and that's one reason why we're getting some popping noises. And then reason number two are the lifters. So a brand new lifter, blacktop lifter, completely flat on the top, and these have worn down again quite a bit, some worse than others. That one, well, that one's actually gone all the way through. That one's quite bad as well. But yeah, you get the idea. It's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be like that. So we'll let Ruben carry on, get the new lifters in, get the new camshaft in, and then we'll listen to it when it's all done. back again on the Touareg. Ruben's been busy the majority of the day on this. I think he regretted me saying that it is pretty easy to work on this. You've probably seen from the time lapse, he's had to take all this rear scuttle panel off to access, well, to get the rocker cover off, but he's done it. Still got to put it all back together, but the cam's in, the new bearings are in, the lifters are in, stretch bolts, done the oil and filter, so it's ready for a start to see if the pop, 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 pop has gone. Like a dream. So, problem solved. Not sure if I mentioned it earlier, but this is probably one of the most common issues that happens to these 2.5 engines. Other than that, the usual EGR problems. This is a press manifold. These crack and leak. The later ones, especially on the transporters, they come with a cast manifold. They warp, and then they snap the studs, and then they leak. So they revised one design for a better design, and it was still rubbish. So luckily, we have got an aftermarket cast manifold that replaces these and eliminates that problem. So you can make them really reliable. That's what I'm trying to get at. We'll let Ruben build up the rest of this, get it put back together, and then it's ready for the customer. So if you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next video.